Så jag tycker du spelar över för några år för åsna. Har vårt skallstuggesrutna slöjfördörfna i åkva för skrapp om och slväl av så kan vi lyfta upp det känns det års men jag vill fixa det för svulna. No vi knipt var röjt var surface det mer svälla men det är still som sidigt med över för det blir
You're talking backwards there. It's like you're on rewind or something.
Sorry, was I talking backwards there?
Yeah.
Sorry, sometimes when you're fluent in something that I just flick between backwards and normal. Sorry about that. Look, I'll start again. Okay, so everyone, you're very welcome to Little Cinema January live stream. My name is Kenny Gahan and I'm joined by Matthew Blaney. Apologies for speaking backwards. That's just one of those kind of Lynchian things that I have. It's uncontrollable, unfortunately. But you're very welcome to a show. We got some great films for you tonight. There's some sketches, we got documentaries, films, a bit of everything. And so Matthew, how are you keeping? Let's just see how Matthew is before we get going. How are you, Matthew?
I'm very, very well today, Kenny. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm glad you're here. We had a lot of fun at Christmas time.
Yeah, it was brilliant, very fun. It's still a bit shaken up by the backwards talking thing. It was kind of...
Yeah, and so, sorry, but that's my fault. I've been training myself to speak backwards for the last few years, and every once in a while it just seeps out. So yeah, look, I'll try not to do it for the rest of the show. But we've got a great show ahead of ourselves. So for everyone who is maybe joining for the first time, the Little Cinema is a open mic for filmmakers. Copyright Steve Cadwell. And so it's a place where filmmakers of all levels can screen stuff and meet other filmmakers, get their films shown, seen by other people, and to kind of collaborate and network with other filmmakers. We generally would screen live in Galway in the Rush Dove, but obviously I don't know whether you've heard of this lockdown thing, but there's a lockdown going on, which means that we can't. That's why we're doing this, because there's a lockdown going on, Matthew. I don't know if were you aware of that?
Oh, lockdown.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so there's this thing called COVID. But anyways, forget about COVID. No COVID tonight. We're going to screen the films tonight, which are made by filmmakers of all levels, and some great ones to show. So looking forward to a good night. So if you're watching this, we are streaming on Facebook and also on Twitter and YouTube. So if you want to get involved in the comments, Matthew will be our comments correspondent. He'll read out all your comments from Facebook. So do throw any comments there if you want to. He'll get to them. You can throw in comments on YouTube as well, but we may not get to them, but we'll try to. But do get involved if you can. We'll have a bit of banter, a bit of crack, and watch some cool films as well. And if you want to support the Little Cinema, you could view this as a cinema going night. So at the moment you're outside the cinema building, you're looking at it going, I might go in there, and watch a film. I wonder how much it is. And you go, oh, it's pay what you want. Oh, so this cinema is pay what you want, okay. So you walk in the doors and there's a clerk there and you can think, okay, you know what, I'll pay in €5. €5 is what it costs to go to the cinema. Normally I'll give them €5. So if you want to, you can give us any kind of a donation if you want to our thing there, paypal.me/Little Cinema. And whatever we get from that, I'm going to be giving straight to the guys who are running this, because there's Matthew plus inside the room there we've got Ray Grady, we've got Adrian Conway, we've got Finta Gertie, and we've got David Malley. And they're all working long hours today to get this going. So if you do want to support the Little Cinema and to enable us to do this again, you can show your support that way. And anything which is received, we are greatly appreciative of, and it'll help pay the boys and give them food and that kind of stuff. And the poor pettings, they haven't eaten in days, haven't they not? No.
No, just haven't.
And so, anyways, how about we get some films going? How about that? Get some films going up in this.
Sounds good.
Whatever we call it. So, first up, we have a filmmaker who I think we could call him a whippersnapper.
Oh.
Would that be right?
Yeah, kind of.
Would he qualify as a whippersnapper?
Just about. Who is it?
I think he's a whippersnapper. His name is Kenny. And it happens to be Kenny Gahan, and it happens to be, he's actually sitting, he's in this room. Do you know who he is?
Unbelievable.
Can you guess who he is? It's me, yeah, it's me, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
You got to straight away, you knew well who was on it.
Yeah.
You clicked straight away.
It's an example.
Just an example of the kind of, the mental bond we have, yeah. So I wanted to make something for this, and so something, just give a bit of a background on this. I don't like the way the maths is going. This is such a weird statement. I don't like the way maths is going. I think that maths used to be taught in a very straightforward way, and now they're finding ways to complicate it and add in extra steps and make it just a lot more convoluted than what it needs to be. And I've seen these videos which take like 3-4 minutes to do a very simple long division or long multiplication. So I said, you know what? I can make a video which is more complicated than that. So I have done a tutorial on how to do long division, long multiplication. And tutorial is rubbish, but it gets across the point of how futile some of these new tutorials are in maths. So this is called, what's it called? Maths Made Easy, and it's made by me. So I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you on the other side. And get your biro out, because you've got some good points made in this tutorial. So enjoy. Maths by Kenny. Hello, welcome to the first of many of my tutorials on maths. What I found is that kids are being taught maths in a very convoluted way, and I think I can simplify that and maybe make maths easier for them and more enjoyable for them. And so today what I'm going to tackle is long multiplication. So let's get started. So let's get two random numbers. Let's say 48 multiplied by 24. Okay, nice even numbers. So if we want to multiply 48 by 24, what we do is put a line here, and first of all we're going to multiply 4 by 48. So let's start off. 4 multiplied by 8. What's 4 multiplied by 8? Well, what we do is let's take 8. How many ones are in 8? There's 8 ones in 8, but just to be safe, 8 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ones. 8 ones equals 8. 8 ones equals 8. This is going to make maths so much simpler for kids. 8 ones equals 8. So we have 4 8s. So that means we get 4 of these. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can just imagine the kids in the class being able to do this. It's going to save so much time. It's going to make their life so much easier. We have 2, 3, 4 8s. So now let's add them all up. 4, how many ones are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So it's 32 ones when you multiply 4 by 8. So 32. So we put the 2 here, and then the 3 will go, the 3 goes up here. It's called carrying the 3, because what happens is that the 3 gets the 3 gets put up there, gets carried. It gets carried by the 4. So this number carries the 3 because that's just the way it is. It just gets carried. Okay, so that's what happens there. Next is we'll multiply 4 by 4. So how many ones are in 4? There's 4, but let's just think this through logically. So 4 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ones. So we have 4 ones and 4. 4 ones are equal to 4. So then 4, we have how many? We have 4 4s. Okay, so we have 4 4s. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have, how many ones are in 4 by 4? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 16 4s, 16 ones when we multiply 4 by 4. So that's 16. So then we come back over here, 4 by 4, we've worked it out here, it's 16. We can show you workings, 16. So 16 goes there. So 4 by 48 is 162, okay? Now, next up we multiply the 2s. So 2 by 8s. 2 by 8s. So we have 8s. How many ones are in 8? There's 8, but let's count it out anyways. Oh, we have 8 already here. Okay, so 2 by 8. So let's see. We have 2, so that's this amount of 8. So then 2 by 8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have 16 ones when you multiply 2 by 8s. So we put the 16, 2 8s are 16. So we put, no wait, no. A 0 goes here. A 0 goes there because that's what happens. A 0 goes there. That's just remember a 0 goes there. That's one of the, write down one of the rules there. 2 by 8 is 16. So then this 6 goes here, and then we carry the 1. The 16. So the 1 goes up here beside the 3. Why is it 3 there now? Okay, so 4 by 4 is 16. So 16 pay back to 1. 4. Wait, what? No, not. Sorry, it's we're on the 2. 2 8s are 16. So 16. Put the 1 there. 2 8. Yeah, 2 8s are 16. Put the 1 there. Then 2 4s are 8. We have 4s here. That's 2 4s. That's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 2 4s are equal to 8. 8. And put that there. And then we have add this together. 0 plus 2 is, we could do out the numbers. 0 plus 2. How many ones are in 0? 0 is equal to 0 ones. 2 is equal to 2 ones. 1 2. So 0 plus 2 is 2. Okay, so 2 goes there. 6 plus 6. How many 6s are in? How many ones are in 6s? 6. But 6 is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6. And then there's 2 of them, so that's 2 6s. So 6 is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 plus 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So 2 6s are 12. So then put the 2 there. And bring back the, carry the 1. 6 6 12, carry the 1. Yeah, carry the 1. Okay. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 22. 9 22. So let me just double check this now. Going by my calculator, which everyone has on their phone now. So a lot of this is redundant, but still. 48 multiplied by 24 is equal to 1152. Okay. 1152. 1152. That's what we want. That's the answer we want. Now, 2 is 12 paired to 1. 4 8s are 32. 4 8s 32. 4 4s are 16. The 3 is there. I put the 3 is there. You're supposed to. You didn't carry the 3. That's where you went wrong there, because you didn't carry the 3. Okay, so we leave the 3 there to get added on. That's where you went wrong. So 4 by 4 is 16. 16 there. 16 plus 3 is 19. So that's 19. Okay, that's where you're wrong. You have to take note of that now. And then down here, 2 by 8 is 16. 2 by 8 is 16. Pay back to 1. 2 4s are 8 plus 1 is the 1. The 1 also gets carried. So 9. That's 9 now. That's 9, and that's 9 as well. Okay, so 2 4s are 8. Carry the 1 is 9. So now we add this together. 0 plus 2 is still 2. That's correct. You did well there. 6 plus 9. We could count all the ones, but it's 15. Look, just trust me, it's 15. Okay, so that's 15. Pay back the 1. And then 1 plus 9 is 10 plus 1 is 11. 11. And look, that's it. 1152. So that's just a kind of a quick way of doing log multiplication. So if you have any kids who are learning maths, maybe show them this. This might be a good way for them to maybe get their head around it more and to figure out, you know, the joy of maths and obviously I'll be able to do this quicker. But other than that, I think you did very well, and thank you for watching. And if you have any maths questions, I'm here to answer them for you. Okay, thank you very much. That's maths simplified.
Wow.
What do you reckon? Did I make it easier for you?
Very much so, yeah.
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 I'd like to think that it takes a genius to simplify things, and I'd like to think that I'm very simple. So you'd agree, yeah? You'd agree I'm simple.
Oh, totally, yeah. 100%. Yeah.
I think, I hope that people enjoyed that, and I hope people take note of that. And look, if the Department of Education are out there looking for me to work for them, you know, I'm available. I'm available. So, any comments that you want to go through before we go any further?
Yeah, there's quite a few actually.
Could we just say that, while we were watching that, we're about 5 minutes in, it was gone for a while, and then we heard on the radio from Ray, lads, there's still 4 minutes to go. Sorry, go on.
Patrick says, what's long division? Alan, been looking forward to this, the show, I presume, not the maths lesson. JVP, this is doing my effing head in. Camilla, thanks, Kenny. Now, math finally makes sense. Sarah, it's no countdown. Christine, will you do our annual accounts for us? Alan, class will be over by the time you're done. And they're just going to go over to a few more here. Max Webb, if this guy knows the difference between consonants and vowels, countdown can get rid of Rachel Riley. I can't wait for the division tutorial, says Camilla. Camilla, yeah. JVP, what are the odds that Kenny used a Sharpie rather than a dry erase marker? And very well done, Kenny, says Irene Barbosa. Hashtag Kenny is simple, JVP. And lastly, Kevin O'Brien, you know what they say, Kenny, the camera adds 5 minutes. We all know you're usually quicker.
And well for him, that's very true of him. So I think hopefully that people enjoyed that, but I had a lot of fun making that, and all true.
It was insightful.
Maths is true, you know, you can't argue with maths. I think we might go to our first filmmaker who's going to be joining us via Zoom. And so to welcome onto the stream with us, please welcome Neil Downing.
Hi, Kenny.
Neil, how are you?
Very good, thanks. How are you?
Can I hear Neil here? Say again?
Hello, can you hear me?
I think there might be just change something in the audio settings, so just bear with me for a second. And they are changing the audio devices or audios. Okay, so we will come back to Neil in a second, and what I'll do is I'll go back to Matthew and just there was a question I was going to ask you about. What's your thoughts on any subject?
Well, the maths was incredible. You know, it's
No.
basically I feel equipped to go back to university, perhaps tackle maths now. Sorry, am I boring you?
I'm just checking that the radio is still okay to be able to hear. I can't really stretch you. You'll have to join us on stream.
Yeah.
Ray Grady, welcome
Ray
to
Grady,
Ray
everybody.
Hello, Ray.
Hello, Ray.
Okay, so let's have a look at this. It should still be on, yeah? There's nothing there now?
No.
Okay, let's turn it off and on again. The old famous turn it off
The
and on
old
again.
on
The
and
old
off.
IT trick.
Yeah, anything there? Still nothing.
Like there's a faint thing there.
Okay.
This is all rehearsed, by the way. This is another bit.
This is sketch.
Right, 1 second.
Okay, we're going to go back to Neil in 1 second. But this is actually acted all this out. So
Yeah,
thanks, Ray. That was very good.
Mise en scene. Well done. Yeah.
Can I hear something?
Some gremlins again, isn't it?
These gremlins are. These gremlins are enjoying it.
They're inflicting the most pain possible.
The gremlins like being involved. It's nice to have gremlins involved. It's like to,
It is.
let them have a bit of fun. you know?
Yeah. No, I don't think you can.
Is Ray asking me a question?
Yeah, but maybe you could go out to the laptop and just you could run out to the laptop and.
1 second.
So, Matthew, you're a filmmaker.
Yes.
Tell me everything about filmmaking from day one of filmmaking school.
My mind has gone blank now.
Okay, well, no, that's good. That's a good viewpoint.
Yeah.
Tell me about.
Tell me about the gremlins.
Tell me about the gremlins. Let's see. We're going to be getting this sorted. So while we're getting this sorted, we could talk about the cinema. And so if you are at the cinema going to experience, you're in a cinema and the film doesn't play, and then you decide, I want to give cinema money. That's what happens. That's the way it happens.
That's fair, yeah.
So if you do want to support the cinema through the PayPal link, which is going to be cut up on screen, you can do so. We're going to be using that money to buy new radio equipment and be able to send information via FM signals to ourselves, etc. There it is on the screen now. PayPal.me, and if you are using that, untick the paying for goods /services box so that PayPal don't think that you're buying something and that they take a chunk of the money from it. I think that we are still going to be getting the audio stuff sorted out. We'll be back to Neil in a second. Sorry about the delay, Neil. We'll be back to you very soon.
The socks are lovely.
Was that?
Your socks are lovely.
Thank you very much. You can see the socks?
I don't. Yeah, look, show the.
Polka dotty socks.
Nice.
That's what all the cool kids wear these days.
And Patrick Kelly says #blank mind. Yeah.
Blank mind.
Yeah. #Team Ray. Lots of love for Ray.
I think I can hear someone laughing there. Could I hear someone? Is that you, Neil? Oh, I can hear Neil in my ear now.
Whoa.
It's okay, right? I'm just going to get this phone for you. That's fine.
Mihal, hello.
So-
I didn't get a Zoom link, lol.
Is it?
Who didn't?
Michael? Or Mihal?
Oh, he did.
We'll
Yes.
sort that out.
Okay,
You
yeah.
can hear it now, can you?
I could hear Neil now. Yeah.
Okay, lovely stuff. So we'll go to Neil. So.
Okay. Sorry about that, Neil. Could you hear me the whole time? And maybe. Okay, so I have to hold this in a certain position. Sorry, I didn't realize you could hear us. So we were fixing technical difficulties when I could probably hear you if. Okay. Anyways, how are you?
Very good, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. Sorry for the delay.
That's no problem.
So you've made a film, and not just have you made a film. This is your first film you've made.
It is indeed, yeah. Never made a film before.
And so tell us, what's your inspiration for it?
So I suppose over Christmas we couldn't really go anywhere. So we were in lockdown. And I was thinking about at the end of the year, New Year's resolutions and how they don't always go to plan. So just tried to come up with something a bit silly. And tried to make something new.
Cool. And so tell us what the film is about and how you made this. Who helped you make it? Who helped you make it?
So I had two people. I've my fiance Katie, who was actually in Little Cinema before. She's made a film back in 2016. She would have given me a lot of guidance, and my sister Emer is also one of the stars of it as well. And it's about how tough it can be at the start of the year to try and kickstart your New Year's resolutions.
Yes, I think everyone has been there for sure, every year of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Have you any New Year's resolutions yourself this year?
I couldn't possibly admit to that.
Or is making films your New Year's resolution?
Let's go with that, yeah.
Let's go with that. Okay, that's a safe one. Okay, so tell us, what's the name of your film?
This is called Maybe Tomorrow.
Maybe Tomorrow. Neil Downing, thank you very much for joining us. Sorry for the delay. That was probably my fault for doing something wrong here. Thank you very much, and everyone enjoy the film.
Thanks, Kenny.
A very happy new year to you all, and welcome to our lunchtime news. Today's headlines. A man in Dalmenay was arrested on public order offences, having tackled a member of the opposing football team. The man has been detained for questioning. In Skibbereen, celebrations did not go ahead due to excessive rainfall, despite the fact that in Lochine there was no rain at all. And in the United States, federal celebrations culminated in a spectacular fireworks display on the lavish grounds of the Four Seasons Total Landscaping. The government has today announced a new resolution to promote physical activity in the new year. More on this after the break.
Hey, do you have trouble staying motivated? Got all that gear, but you don't know what to do with it? Well, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? What are you waiting for?
So what are you waiting for? What are you afraid of? Sales of loungewear have hit new records as members of the public increasingly ignore expert advice and instead do whatever it is they want, despite clear evidence that doing so is detrimental to their health. That's all from all of us at the news studio. Stand by for the weather forecast. Goodbye.
Excellent. We're back to the room. That was Neil Downing there. Well done, Neil. Well done in your very first film. For your first film, I think that was brilliant. I think light years ahead of my first films, all of my first films. So very good. That was excellent. We're going to go to the comments after the next film. And the next film is actually going to be, it's a pre-record. And Cathal Flannery made it. It's a really good film. And she's got a bit of an introduction for the film to give a bit of background for it. So please welcome to the live stream Cathal Flannery. And he is going to take it away.
Hi, I'm Cathal Flannery. I wrote the film you're going to see next, Two Solutions, starring Liam Kimball, Ollie Keogh and myself, film by Kevin Lennon. It's inspired by, I've always liked those kind of crime dramas like Top Boy and Love Hate, and that inspired by those and a couple of real life stories I've heard. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. Thanks. here. Come here. Want a quick words about all the weed you're selling?
Not saying anything at all, man.
Will you think I'm fucking stupid, you fool? Can't they smell it out of your pocket? I'll strip search and take it off, you know, if you don't fucking stop getting smart.
Look, I'm only sorting the lads out here and there to get me home for free, you know?
Look, I don't give a fuck if it's one of your mothers you're selling to. No one sells around here without my permission. Right? Look, there's two solutions. Either you stop selling altogether or sell for me. Now, I have good stuff, man. It's there all the time. You'll be able to make a few quid too besides that fucking Mickey Mouse that you're at. You know what I mean?
Right, you'll be called tomorrow, yeah?
Here, take down the number.
Okay.
089 80 80 028.
Right, I'll give you a ring tomorrow.
We call tomorrow. Nice one, man. We're going to clean up, man. Go on. Here, man. That's top quality. Everyone is always going fucking mad for that. I'm telling ya. You want to make a nice few quid? Look, come here. It's only a matter of time before either the guards picked you up or someone robbed you badly. Simple as that. And if people know you work for me, they won't be half as quick to try and get funny. It's a fact.
It smells unreal, man.
I'm telling ya. See?
I'll be fruit around a beaver in no time.
I'm telling ya. Because I want 2.5 for that. This day next week is sound. If you're a bit early, a bit late, I don't mind. Look, you know, we'll be sound. Be sound, you know?
Alright. I'll see you around.
Okay. Well, come here, get down here quick. I've something important to tell you. Yeah, it's very important. Come on. Come down. Right, it's on, come on.
What's going on, man? What's new?
Man, the shades are going to raid a load of house runs to tonight. Okay?
Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I gonna do?
Listen, man. Relax. Don't worry. Look, I know a good spot you can hide it. I'll bring you out later and we'll drop it off. Don't worry, man. Look, it's grand. You'll be sound.
Alright.
Oh, see? If you weren't getting off me, you wouldn't hear this stuff. I mean, you'd be fucked. Do you know what I mean?
Cheers.
No one will find it there. And if the guards raid your house, you sit back and laugh. Cool. Yeah. Do you know what? Your old lad, he was one of the soundest fellas going. I was only 15 when he died, but everyone reckons he was 100%.
Yeah. I was only 2 when he died, like this. I don't remember him really, like, to be honest with you. We got pictures of him at the house, like, you know.
Yeah. Cancer is a cunt.
Bad news.
What is that?
It's gone.
What's gone?
It's gone.
What? It's gone. Don't tell me. Don't tell me, man.
Look, I was up there digging around the place. Like it's.
Are you sure you're looking in the right spot?
I'm sure. Look, the tree with the knot.
Fucking hell, someone's been watching you, man. Someone's been watching you. Fucking bastards. I don't know.
What do we do from here?
I don't know, man. I don't know what you have to do. I'm gonna give you up the money somewhere.
Look, I haven't got that kind of grit.
If I have to pay for it, you have to pay for it.
Look, I haven't got the. Jesus Christ.
Understand, if I have to pay for it, I drive that through your neck. Do you understand me? I drive it through your throat if you don't fucking pay up.
I get it for you. I get it for you.
Well,
Alright.
story.
Well, I suppose I got myself into this. And now it's time to get myself out of it.
Fair enough. Okay.
You know, it's got to be a man about it.
Right. Is that for me, is it?
Yeah.
Look, man, I'm glad you've seen sense. You know, it's a pity things had to happen like that, but it is what it is, you know? I had to pay for it, you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Me so, yeah?
You think I'm fucking soft, yeah? You think I'm a fucking fool, yeah? You fucking go me up.
Excellent. You're very welcome back. That was Cathal Flannery with that film. Well done, Cathal. Great job on filming there. Very good film as well, and well done to the actors as well. I think before I go further, do you have a few comments there from Neil's film?
Yeah, I do. Well done, Neil, again. So JVP said, loving the Pac-Man pajamas. Diane, get back on that couch. Michael, Patrick Breen, loads of clapping emojis. Ben, well done, Neil. Diane, nice, Neil. Sarah, can you share some of them roses? Eva, fake news was equally creepy and funny. Loved it. And I think we're on a bit of a delay now, so like there's a couple of comments. Ben Stafford says, wow, that was incredible. That would have been for Cathal Flannery's film. And Sarah O'Byrne, good evening, lads. Great to see you again. So yeah, back to Kenny in the studio.
Back to me in the studio. Thank you very much. That was great. Thank you to everyone who has commented, for getting involved in the stream, and for keeping Matthew entertained. Because as our comments correspondent, he does need to be. If you don't give him a job to do, he'll go mad. He'll be
To be stimulated.
Yeah. And I want to say a very huge thank you to Patrick Kelly and also Michael Patrick Breen for their donations to the PayPal link already. Thank you very much appreciated. They have walked through the lobby, they have picked up a few sweets, and they're now sitting in the cinema screen ready to watch film.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for supporting the lads at the Little Cinema. And if anyone else does want to support the Little Cinema, the PayPal link will be coming on screen for the rest during the night as well. But there's no pressure on anyone, but everything that you give is appreciated and will be used to give to the lads who are making all this possible. Because a lot of work goes into this, like so much work goes into this, which goes unseen, like all the equipment that they have, and they set up all the wires. There's a mount of the wires here. And the lighting and everything, so lots of hours going into making this happen, and so it's nice to be able to say thank you to the lads for all their work to put into it. I think that we might be ready for our next film. What do you reckon?
Yeah, let's do it.
Is that okay? Is that okay? Like,
You asking me?
are you going to get mad at me if we go to the next film? Or
Comment correspondent, you asking me?
yeah, I think it's time for the next film. What do you reckon? Can we agree? Can we agree on that? We can't shake hands, but let's do like a. Okay, next film. Okay, we've agreed. We won't fight over it.
Fine.
Okay.
Settled.
So our next filmmaker is Sarah Barbosa, and she's all the way from Canada. Sarah, are you there? Oh no, you're not in Canada. You're in the field in Ireland.
Yes, I walked over my 5K limit.
How are you, Sarah? How are you keeping?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. How was the start of the year been for you?
It's been good. It's been good. It's kind of like trying to ease into like what just happened last year and try to like get over the feeling of we're still in this.
Yeah. So how are you keeping yourself occupied? Are you making much films at the moment, or are you getting to be creative?
Making films every so often, but trying to find other things to keep myself occupied as well. So.
Galway hasn't bored you, because you only moved to Galway. Was it last August or September? Is it?
This August, yeah, this August.
And so you're not bored of Galway yet?
No.
Good. Galway's a good city.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell us about the film what you made.
So to go off Neil's film, his was about like committing to resolutions. I want to do something about like learning stuff during 2020. So make it more of like a year that we learned more rather than like just hated the year. So.
Excellent. And as part of 2021, you'll be learning to speak coherently.
Or that too. Speak properly.
And you wear the Little Cinema hoodie?
Yep.
Word of pride. Well done. Thank you very much for showing it off.
No problem.
So tell us, what's the name of this film?
20 Things in 2020.
And will you be making more stuff throughout the rest of the year now, do you think?
Yeah.
Good. We look forward to see more from you.
Sounds
And
good.
thank you very much for joining us. And so this is 20 Things for 2020 by Sarah Barbosa. Sarah, thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you.
2020 is definitely a year that all of us want to forget. But I choose not to forget it because I learned 20 things during this year. This year we've been through a lot, but the one thing we can count on is our family. Even though we can't do as much as we wanted to this year, just live your life to the fullest. Make memories. The rules and guidelines is constantly changing. I just want to remind you to take advantage of stuff when you can. In a year full of uncertainties, it is important to keep the faith and keep prayer strong. We all have those moments. It's bound to happen. We're in a pandemic, so from me to you, who's had a couple mental breakdowns, just know it's okay to be sad. There's 7 days in a week, but just know that not every day is the same. Something happens every day. That if we're constantly worrying, it will only make us worse for us. So worry less and believe more. Believe in the next thing. Believe in the next best thing. This year, we've been through 3 lockdowns now, but it's just a reminder that nothing lasts forever. Lockdowns won't go on forever. This coronavirus won't go on forever. Just stay positive. This year, more than ever, we need to remind ourselves to choose love over hate. We all want to go to these sunny destinations, but it's also important to make your own adventures. Sometimes, all we need is this. Sitting by my favorite spot has given me the opportunity to reflect. Reflect not only on myself, but on the year, and for everything that I'm grateful for this year. Everything this year is always changing. Every day, every time. That's why timing changes everything. That's why I'm glad I came to Ireland when I did in August. A year that constantly feels like it's on pause, I choose to be present and in the moment. In times like these with the 5K rule in place, it is important to stay connected with our family. In a year where we've all let ourselves go, always remember that self-care is first. Take care of yourself first. With never-ending lockdowns, it is important now more than ever to try new things. In a year where we can't do things like normal, it is important now more than ever to support others. 2020 has also taught me to appreciate the small things, like just going outside for a walk. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. You may not see it, but it's there. Stay strong and we'll get through this together.
Excellent. Sarah Barbosa, thank you very much. Well done on the film. That was very, very good. Before we go further, I want to say thank you very much to 2 more people they've entered the cinema and they're sitting down comfortably. They've got popcorn, drinks, everything. Thank you very much to Abbey of the Arts, which is John Falter's painter, and Christine, thank you very much. And also to Diane Gardner. Thank you very much, Diane. Very much appreciated, very generous, and it'll be going to the boys, so thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. We have our next filmmakers lined up to chat to us, and they're on Zoom. So I want to welcome to the stream Sadiq Omoyai and Habib Bello. I think, there we are. Hello, Sadiq, how are you? And Habib, how are you? Is the Zoom screen changing for some reason? Can you hear me, boys? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to see. Can you hear me there, boys?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. Is this Sadiq?
Yeah, this is Sadiq.
Cool. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are
Cool,
you?
thank you. And Habib?
Yeah, we're here.
Cool. So just for context to everyone, I was walking up Shop Street in the lead up to Christmas and I saw 2 boys filming a kind of a vox pop with people, and so I said I'd just stop and have a chat to them and say if you want to submit something to the cinema. So tell us, what were you doing?
Well, 2 of us are we're college students and we're Christians. We go to a church local in Galway, and we were obviously with COVID-19 kind of being a completely unexpected, event with the pandemic in 2020, and we were just trying to find a way where we could just try and see how other people are doing, you know, trying to pretty much to find a way to connect with people, you know, in the streets in the city of Galway, and then just to see what Christmas is like for everyone, because at the time in the build up to that, you know, everyone was, you know, trying to make sure that we can hold on to our Christmas, because, you know, Easter, you know, so many things were taken away from us. Our summer was taken away from us. You know, we barely had anything with so many lockdowns in the last year, and people were trying to hold on to Christmas as, you know, like a last like a last thing that we can hold on to. It was like our last hope, that something to try and redeem the year for us. And then we just wanted to see what Christmas meant to everyone, because, you know, for us personally, you know, since we're Christians, our faith is, you know, is in Christ, and Christmas means a lot to us because, you know, it's, you know, the foundation of the gospel. But, you know, for other people, it's just a time for giving, and, you know, we just wanted to see what it was like for everyone, and exactly what they thought about Christmas and what it meant to them, and why it held such a, you know, a close place in their hearts for people. So yeah.
Excellent. Well, I think that the piece that you did was brilliant. There's some great sound bites out of it, and some of the stuff which people said and the messages and the whole message behind it, the piece is very, very, very good. And so, Habib, how were you? Were you the cameraman, or you were the cameraman? And
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And were you filming for long?
I was. No, it was like 2 days actually. It took 2 days to take, but it was fun and all. It was very cold though.
Very cold. Yeah, it was freezing. I remember passing by and I was wrapped up, and I was thinking those boys must be frozen. Oh my god.
Yeah. But it was worth it anyway.
Oh yeah, I think what it is it's got some great interviews. It's a really, really good documentary, and some fantastic. I think the message behind it is very good as well, like I said. And so I think well done, and I think keep making stuff. And if you do make stuff, get in touch with us, and we'll be happy to screen it as well.
Thank you so much.
So thank you very much, boys, for joining us, and enjoy the rest of the stream, and we'll talk to you soon, okay? Thank you.
Whenever I sit here and look out over Connemara, I'm reminded that the Viennese philosopher Wittgenstein referred to this part of Ireland as the
As you may have seen, a bloody gremlin jumped in the system just so we went to play that, and gremlin played the wrong film, but it is been fixed now. The gremlin has been taken out the back and shot, and this is the actual film by the lads. It's called Reason for the Season, and it's brilliant. So take it away.
Filming our video, Reason for the Season. So, your name is?
I'm Ray.
Ray?
Yeah. Katie.
How have you guys noticed that Christmas has been different this year as opposed to like other Christmases?
You're not really able to see all your loved ones as much as you used to be. It's kind of difficult to go home and stuff. Because I'm from Clare originally, so I wasn't able to go back for ages. So it's kind of hard to see like your mom and your dad and sisters and stuff like that, I think.
And how have you noticed that Christmas has changed?
Well, I suppose even shopping this year is kind of a bit uptight, kind of awkward. But again, with the family thing, I suppose it's going to be my first year not with my parents. So that's going to be a bit of a tough one, but I suppose we'll get through it.
What does Christmas mean to you? Yeah, pretty much.
Like, to be brutally honest, like, Christmas, I suppose, it's kind of like everything else. You kind of just grow up and you're brought along with it, like, you know, you're not really, like, it just is another thing. It's like Easter, it's like Halloween, it's another event in the calendar. I don't mean to be very dark, jumping from all the love and everything to that, but realistically that is what it is, like, but as well as that, I guess for people, what Molly said, it is important to emphasise that like it is a time for spending with your loved ones, but as well, like, you have to think that not everyone, like, Christmas can be a very hard time for some people as well, and that, like, you can't leave, you can't paint everyone with the one brush saying like, oh, it's important to spend time with this, that and the other, when some people mightn't have a family to spend time with, so it can be a very sad time for some people, but that's another aspect of it.
Could you just describe to us, like, some of your favourite Christmas memories?
Of course, yeah. My favourite probably has to be when I got my first camera. It would be my dad's camera. I got it about two or 3 years ago, me and him went out and we started taking photography like seriously, and then it kind of just blew up from there. I loved it. So that's it.
Also though with Christmas, like I think a lot of people use the presents as a way to make up for like not loving the person in the right way, or for, yeah, you get me, like.
Cameraman agrees.
Because just an asterisk. No, but like one of my things my mom used to do is when she'd travel, she'd feel so guilty because she was like away a lot that she'd like buy us gifts. So like I would prefer to not have gifts at Christmas, but if I could just have like my whole family like not on their phones, like playing board games, just like really enjoying each other's company, because I feel like now with how advanced technology is, like there's no human contact, there's no like intimacy.
I feel like a lot of people have definitely forgotten that, you know. They've forgotten the fact that it's all about giving, cherishing stuff. But I guess, I don't know, like a lot of people forget that now. So.
Yeah, we are forgetful people.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know, when I look towards the cross, or look towards the death of Jesus, or even just the Christmas story in general, I think about someone who gave up themselves for other people, because he didn't have to go on the cross, neither did he have to die for others, but he chose to. And it's not even like a fairy tale, it's like a historical fact that he actually chose to die for other people. And it's such a beautiful thing to see that in itself is the Christmas spirit, to actually give up, you know, your own luxuries, your own comforts, you know, for other people.
For other people, exactly, yeah, definitely. I'd agree with that 100%.
Giving doesn't just have to be about presents. It doesn't have to be all the money, because, you know, not everyone has money to give. But does that mean that without money you can't give?
I don't think so. Even if you just give someone your time, I think that means a lot more than a present. If you just give them your time to listen to what they have to say, if they're in a bad place, maybe they just need someone to listen to what they have to say, or just be there for them. I think that would mean a lot more than a present this year, anyways.
Yeah. I not only say that, oh, you only need, you only give present to your family or to your friends. No, you can go to a charity, you know, and cook for the poor, you know, in charities, or give food, or give clothes that you are not going to wear, presents, you know. It's not only give to the people that is around you, you know. It's about what you can give to the people of the world to be better in these times, but not in these times, you know, all times of the year, not only Christmas, because it's sad to say, nah, just only in Christmas. No, I want to do it in summer as well.
But would you guys be embarrassed if I were to just pray with you guys for a moment?
No, I think that's fair. Go on, that's fair enough. That's fair.
Okay. Can we just bow our heads? Is that okay? Yeah. Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you. We give you praise. We thank you for this opportunity for me to speak with Molly and Katie today. I pray in the name of Jesus that you speak to her and that you show her the truth of the matter and who you are and who Jesus is as the reason for the season. And I pray that her soul will end up in heaven with you eternally. And I pray that you fill her life with joy, peace, love, and happiness. And I pray for my newfound friend here that you give him an encounter with you the same way you encountered me as I encountered you, and that his life changes and is transformed and he sees the light of the gospel. I pray in the name of Jesus, Lord, that you open our eyes to see the truth in the name of Jesus, so that we might follow the path of righteousness and walk in purity and holiness, that our souls will end up in heaven with you and we will live in unity and at one with God, our Creator. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen.
One more thing. Please, God, put a really strong light to that people that live in darkness. Amen.
Amen.
Wow, that was brilliant. That was very good, wasn't it?
Very nice, yeah, very nice.
So to get the names correct, that's Sadiq Omoyai and Habib Bello. I think that was fantastic. It's probably one of the most uplifting shorts, documentaries, whatever you want to call it, that we've ever shown at the Little Cinema. I think the message behind it was brilliant as well. I think it was really, really good and very well put together, very well. I think his interview style is brilliant to get the people to say what they said.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see a positive message associated with Christianity as well, amongst all the negativity that we usually hear. So yeah, well done guys, very good, and there's loads of comments as well.
Great.
So I'll go back just the film before for the comments for Sarah Barbosa's film. Sarah says, thank you very much, Kenny. JVP, thank you, Sarah. Irene, well done, Sarah Barbosa. Eva, some right attitude there. Alan, oh my God, Sarah, that was really good. And then on to Sadiq and Habib's films. Bea Gabon says, there you are, boys. EBG, Guan the boys. Morella, go Sadiq and Habib. Pastor David Richmond, beautiful, go guys. Baxter, great guys. Dorcas, looking well lads. And there's still loads coming in, so I'm just gonna switch over here. Morella, beautiful job, Sadiq and Habib. Amazing quality. Great questions asked, said Sarah. Mercy, amazing lads. Dorcas, I wouldn't mind rewinding back to Christmas right now. Christine asked, which church do you attend? Hope you enjoy our video, says Sadiq. Preach, says Bea Gabon. I'm not sure if I'm saying that name correctly. Apology if I've messed it up. Mercy says, wow. And there's loads of conversations now happening in the chat, which is cool. What you were saying was very nice. Pastor David Richmond, beautiful. Christine, so touching. Max Webb, proper documentary in that it documents a time and a place in the words of the people living through it. Well said. This is beautiful, guys. Well done. This is actually some film. Well done, lads. Heartwarming. Well done on the prayer, man. That's the true spirit of Christmas, says Fergus Keane. Ladmi Sila says, this is amazing. Just loads and loads of comments coming too. I absolutely love this. Well done, boys. Fantastic job, says Zanab. Bip Henderson, great video. I was just thinking how little cinema isn't religious enough. Matt Cabinet, hi everyone. I'm not even religious, but this end was very touching, says Eva. Alan Murphy, wow lads, really good. Dorcas, thank you for pronouncing my name correctly. It doesn't always happen. Oh, okay, good. That's how I'm happy I did. And Pastor Deborah Sade Jones, great. So yeah, well done, well done.
And the question was asked about what church that the lads attend, and it's Sadiq replied saying it's the Powerhouse International. So if anyone is, but the boys are in the Facebook chat. If anyone has any questions, I'm sure they'll be open to answering. But I think the documentary was really good. And I remember when I approached them, you don't want to be approaching people when it's COVID and when you want to be just intrusive when they're filming stuff. But they're both very, very easy to talk to, and that might be the most comments we've ever got for any film on the live stream. So well done, boys. Excellent job. Keep it up. Do more, please. We'd love to see more. So next up, I'll better get my radio going because we have another guest to join us, and this is a Little Cinema regular, and his name is John Fulters Painter. John, how are you?
Hello, I'm doing well. How are you doing, Kenny?
And when I said he's a regular, I'm in Suriname.
Yeah, Cerny is doing very well. she's propped up on her throne on the other couch right now.
So for those who haven't seen before, Cerny is a dog, and it's a he, isn't it? It's a he.
No, she.
She. Okay, excuse me. I assumed Cerny's gender and I was wrong.
It happens. She's not offended.
So tell me, is it the fourth or fifth in the line of Cerny films?
I think it's the fourth now. Yeah, we're losing count. And there was some question early on if the Christmas one the last time was going to be the last one. Cerny's gotten a little. I think the Irish refer to it as notions. So she actually hired an agent.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, it's a seagull named Rudy that just came and squawked at us for a while. So,
I've heard of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So she had a little more creative control over this particular project. So a couple things to note. You'll notice in the film that there is a glass of whiskey next to her in a couple of shots, but she knows not to drink it. That is bad for dogs. But she does like the smell of it. She says it helps her think.
Isn't that what? That's what you call him? What's the name of the famous? There's such a generic question. What's the name of the famous director? Woody Allen. You say, I don't like cocaine. I just like the smell of it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's the same thing. A lot of connections there. So, but no, yeah. So she helped write the script. It was originally dozens and dozens of meandering pages. So we got it down to two, with a little bit of prodding. Then the filming itself was delayed because, as Cerny said, the sun wasn't right.
Did she put a pause to it? May I ask?
Yeah, she did.
So
She did.
That's just a dog pun. I just sort of throw it in there.
It had to be done. It had to be done.
Someone had to say it.
Yeah, I'm glad it was you. But no, but then after all that, there were two different reshoots. Even after she was so insistent on having the right light. So a couple of reshoots.
Sounds like a nightmare.
In the editing process. Again, I'm no editor, and so that's always
the process.
Editing.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a very different film.
yeah, that's the film we're making. So my hats off. Oh no, not this film. But my hats off to any editors out there. The job they do, very important, very technical, a whole different skill set. But we wound up with actually 3 different edits of this film. There was the original, the director's cut, but this is the theatrical version of the film that I hope everyone likes. And now Cerny just came over to say hello. So
hello, Cerny.
Let's see if I can get her up here real quick. So
there she is. Hello, Cerny. Give us a wave. Oh, she won't make eye contact. She's feeling guilty.
No,
She's feeling guilty for how she acted.
Yeah. Oh no, that's part of the contract now. Don't make eye contact with the talent. So.
And while I have you, may I say thank you very much for your donation to Little Cinema. Very much appreciated.
You're very welcome. Thank you to you and everybody else who's been working very hard on Little Cinema.
Now look at her. Now she can't get enough of the camera.
Oh yeah, now donations were mentioned. She's like, what? Huh? What?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. She doesn't get a cut. So that's all for you guys. Just so you know.
Excellent. So listen, tell me what is the name of this film before we go to it?
For self-reflections in the time of COVID.
Excellent. John, thank you very much. Well done on the film, and well done, Christine, as well. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Cheers.
Talk to you soon.
Whenever I sit here and look out over Connemara, I'm reminded that the Viennese philosopher Wittgenstein referred to this part of Ireland as the last pool of darkness. Methinks he should have spent less time sitting on the steps inside the Palm House in the National Botanic Gardens and more time lying in the sun. Granted, he also mused that if humans could teach a lion to speak, that they wouldn't understand each other because their life experiences are so different. So maybe I'll never understand good old Ludwig. I mean, I barely understand my own humans. Sure, I'm part of their pack, but sometimes I feel like a prisoner, and other times like an honored guest. Is this a penthouse in the sky, or a gilded cage? I'm not free to leave, and I'm tethered to them when they do take me out, but they also provide for all my needs, physical and emotional. Are they gods? Or am I? Are there even such things as gods? Is conscious life just a freak coincidence of millennia of evolution? Maybe we're all just parts of a fractured universal consciousness trying to understand itself. Does that presuppose the idea of the self as a unique and separate thing from other selves? Maybe there is only the eternal pack. Is there a great pack we all join when we die? Do we only join it if we're good dogs now or avoid being bad dogs? And if we're only good now to be rewarded later, doesn't that make our good selfish and therefore no longer good? But am I getting ahead of myself? What is good? And of course, that only leads to the great question, am I a good dog? Of course I am. I'm a fucking great dog.
There you go. finishing the film with a dog smiling is always a good way to go. Always. As Matthew says, he asked, "Is that a rough cut?" That's kind of the.
It's off the cuff.
Just a little example of the banter.
Yeah, it's just.
We have a special visitor here.
That was Ray. That was Ray from the studio.
Is that the infamous Ray Grady?
Wow.
We have a message from our department which says everything's okay. Now that's just in general. That means like a life. That's just like reaffirming that it's okay. Just calm down. Everything's okay. Thank you very much, Ray. And I think we're going to go to our next filmmaker, who's going to be joining us on Zoom, if that's okay to do. And she's a regular Little Cinema filmmaker, and she's a very good filmmaker. So is Teresa Lavina there?
Hi, yeah. Can you hear me
Teresa,
there?
how are you?
Hi, Kenny. How are you?
Oh wait, excuse me. My headphones were taken out. Sorry, that's my fault. Sorry, how are you?
Good. You know, enduring the pandemic. You know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, at least we can all add survived pandemic onto our CVs.
yeah, definitely, especially artists. So,
yeah. It's getting tougher and tougher, isn't it?
yeah, it is. Yeah.
So how did you find January or Christmas?
It's been tough. I've been doing as much as I can. I'm very immersed now in my two babies. You know, doing a lot of interviews and in the long feature. So yeah, happy out, you know, but a lot of work, a lot of heavy work. But yeah, very immersed in that. So it's helping. It's helping because I have a focus. So it is helping.
Yeah.
So
sorry, go on. Yeah.
yeah, no, I was going to tell you and anyone that is hearing about Shot by the Sea 2021 that is finally going on. On the 25th of February. So any filmmaker that wants to submit any movies that have been shot by the sea, and they are 6 minutes max, including credits, they can submit up to the 10th of February. So we'll be delighted to welcome any movies that have been done. Like, you know, even if they've been shot before the pandemic, you know, so this year we're giving a concession. So anyone that has movies that have been shot by the sea, wherever, it doesn't matter if it's Galway at this stage, they can submit and we'll be happy to review.
Excellent. Yeah, the Shot by the Sea, it's an annual screening of it held in Salt Hill, and it's brilliant. It's very, very good. And so if anyone has made a film which is, so it can be shot by the sea anywhere along the coast of Galway. Is that that's the rule, is it?
Yeah, the rule was like that initially, you know, but we have like 3 competitions. We have international, national, and then Galway. So anyone that has films that have been shot by the sea anywhere, they're welcome to.
Perfect. Good stuff. Yeah. Excellent. So it could be anywhere by the sea. Excellent. It's great to have it open up to the international and to the national audience. Fantastic. And so, is there an email where they can send their submissions to or get in touch with you about?
Yeah, is our email info@shotbythesea.ie, or they can go through our website shotbythesea.ie. You know, so we can get in touch via email or website.
Excellent. Well, I wish you all the best with that. I'm sure you're going to get some great submissions from Ireland and from all over the world as well.
Thanks, Kenny. Yeah, hopefully, you know.
Well, if you tag us on any posts, we'll share it for you as well. Because I could be just very forgetful with doing stuff. So once I'm tagging something, I'll then share it.
We'll do that. Thanks for this and for the continued support, actually, Kenny. So
I can't do too much. I'm not able. I don't have the power to do too much. But whatever I can do, I will do for you for sure. Yeah.
It's great. Thank you.
And so tell us about the documentary you're screening tonight.
Yeah, this was very interesting. It's a new adventure. It's great. Meeting Fergal has been like really uplifting and cool. Like a lot of positivity in these dark days. So I just went to take some pictures for the Connacht Tribune for an article, and I met this amazing character who told me that he swam the English Channel, and I was fascinated by the story. So I asked him if I could interview him, and if I could have some archive footage from his from this amazing achievement, you know. So I put this little documentary together for him, and I thought it was kind of uplifting and very, you know, like I don't know, like a really nice story for this, you know, for these days. And it actually helped me even with my walking, because I actually think if Fergal can actually swim every day in this weather, I sure can go for a walk. So it helped, and I think anything that gives you a purpose, especially on this year, it's great, something that takes you out of the house. So if it's just to kind of just listen to the story and help you on your, on your day, to help you with your willpower and, to get things done, I think he's great. He's an amazing character. And I hope to film him, hopefully in October in New York. He's gonna swim the 20 bridges in Manhattan.
Really?
So pretty much looking forward to it. So our sponsor will be there, so I hope everyone helps, But it's a lovely little adventure, very, very uplifting.
Excellent. And so what is the name of this?
It's called A Tale of Endurance, which it is, and
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy, I think it's a fascinating story.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Like what he did swimming the channel is incredible. It's so good. And he's from Galway.
Yeah, he's from Galway, and it's lovely. It's lovely to see that somebody can stay in water for 16 hours continuously.
Yeah.
Unbelievable
It's
achievement.
incredible, yeah.
Really respect it, So yeah, I hope you all like it as much as I did,
Excellent. Well, Teresa, thank you for joining us tonight, and everyone enjoy the film. Talk to you soon, Teresa. Thank you.
Thanks, Kenny. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I started to learn to swim when I was 29 years old, and the only reason I learned to swim is my buddy had me booked into a scuba diving course in Australia, the open water scuba diving course, and one of the requirements was that you must be able to swim, 50 or 100 meters, and unfortunately I couldn't swim, and I had to go get swim lessons, and it took me 2 years of swimming lessons to be pretty confident in the water. Today it's 8.8 degrees water temperature at the moment, which is not bad for this month actually. About 3 weeks ago it was down to 5.8 degrees centigrade, and that's cold. That was for November, so lots of hot tea. So 950 kilometers or 950,000 meters of swimming for 2020. What do I get out of it? A lot of bloody hardship. I suppose it's a challenge. Not many people have swum the English Channel. I've swum across Galway Bay 6 times. I've swum across Lough Gill 3 times. If you don't do the meters, any of these channels, it'll show you up pretty quick, You get the satisfaction of swimming across, one of the busiest ship lanes in the world, and well, the most famous of all the channels is the English Channel. I booked a slot to do a solo. The boat was called the Gallivant, and the pilot's name was Mike Orme. Swam across the English Channel a little bit longer than expected, but I went out on a spring tide. There's spring tide, there's neap tides. Spring tide is the biggest movement of water. A little bit longer than I expected, but hey, we got across. It's not about the time, it's about getting across. But it took me 3 years of training. You're very observant, you're watching people on the boat, you're seeing what they're doing, you're watching the pilot has eyes on you at all times, your crew members are watching you, you can't see a whole pilot in the water, you can't see any other, because you're in the busy shipping lane, you can't see any other ships going up and down the channel. You may see one or two close by, but they need to be really close. But for the most part, all you're watching is that boat right beside you, guiding you across the channel, and the crew that's on that boat. remember Pascal Phelan was on my crew. Paddy Mack, he's a local here in Blackrock, and Alice Flood, who was the first Galwegian actually to swim across the channel, first woman. And Pascal and Paddy were both seasick, and at one stage Paddy was puking his guts out up the front of the boat, and Pascal was puking his guts out at the back of the boat. So they hadn't a nice crossing at all. I get nervous before any swim, or before any event really, but I think the problem is you're looking at it, you've trained for it, and now you're going to be in that water for, I don't know, 14, 15 odd hours, and you're going to swim 21 miles. Okay, you may have trained that throughout the week, but now you're going to do it all on the one go, and what happens is you overthink it. You're thinking too far ahead. You have to be positive. I started my swim at 20 minutes before midnight.
Come on, Fargo!
I had to jump off a boat in dark water, swim into shore, exit the water, then a siren on the boat sounded, and then I had to go back into that water and swim for several hours in pitch darkness. And you definitely got to have your head screwed on. It's about 2 hours into my swim, swimming along happy enough, and I hit this, what I could describe as like a wet bag in the water, and it was a jellyfish, and it was just instant burning, but you just have to keep going. One thing I had on the boat is I had a whiteboard, so people at home could relay messages to Alice, and Alice was able to write down various messages and support messages from at home. So basically you have a tracker, so when you're swimming across the channel, people can see your exact location as you cross the channel. So I knew everyone was watching at home and in Galway and all the local swimmers, and you could see a lot of messages of support coming in from your coaches, from basically everyone, which was great, because you thrive on that. If you're getting positive messages and positive feedback, that to me, it helps me to keep going, you know. I wasn't going to give up in no way. There was 10 boats out that day, and only 5 was made it across on that particular day. So it wasn't an easy swim. It got harder towards the end, but that's what you train for. You got to be able to dig deep, and you got to be able to, keep going, never give up. And the more I got into the swim, the more determined I was going to be pulled out of that sea unconscious. I wasn't going to give up, no way. And once you're in and you're swimming, it's okay. And then once you get back out, you feel great after it. It's hard to describe it. You get a great euphoria afterwards. A lot of people only dip this time of the year for maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes max. The likes of some of us will stick it out for maybe 40, 45 minutes in the coldest of water. But again, you have to be careful, and you got to be experienced, and you got to know what you're at. Definitely not for a newbie to jump into the water and with no experience, because you'll get in trouble. So, and there's no shortcuts in safety. You have to be very careful on things, So like you see me wearing the toe float. Okay, you're not allowed to wear toe float in the channel, but it's a good safety item to have, especially if you're swimming where you have boats. You're more visible and people can see you. In the channel, I reckon, well, the English Channel straight across 21 miles, so definitely I'd done double that distance. With, again, it was tidal assisted with the tide pushing me north and then pushing me south, probably close to 50 miles. My coach had warned me that I was going to hit a lull, and that a lot of people get depressed after it because they've trained, they've swum the English Channel or they've achieved their goal, and now they have nothing to train for. So after I got back, I was in the water after 3 days, back into my training again, and I was already looking at my next target.
Excellent. That was by Teresa Lavina, and that was Fergal Madden, who did a swim across the, I was going to say the Atlantic Ocean. That's a bit, that's a bit far, but he swam the English Channel, which is an incredible achievement. My God.
Yeah, scary.
I could barely manage a few lengths of a pool. I actually can't manage a few lengths of a pool. I'm lying. I can't even manage one length of a pool. What's that? Slouch. Okay.
Slouch down a bit. Yeah.
Slouch down a bit. Sorry, I was told to slouch down a bit.
Watch the headroom.
Yeah, I'm slouching because I was asked to slouch. And I guess I started slouching at the start, and then I changed positions. So, anyways, enough about my position. That was very good. Well done, Teresa. That was a very good film. And watch out for Shot by the Sea. That's going to be in February, like Teresa said. And so keep an eye out for that on social media. And if you have any films that are shot by the sea, then get them into Teresa once they're under 6 minutes in length. And you'll have a chance of winning prizes and being involved in a cool screening. Now, I want to say thank you to people who have come into our cinema. They've walked into the lobby, they've paid the attendant, they got a bit of popcorn, got some drink, and they've had a good night so far, I think. Thank you very much for those who have donated to the Little Cinema through the PayPal link, which is on screen now. The paypal.me/Little Cinema. So that's just, if you want to support Little Cinema, there's no pressure on anyone, but if you do want to, whatever we get will be given to the guys who are doing the live stream. So anything in advance is appreciated. But we will go on to our next, excuse me. Let me bring on board our Commons correspondent, Matthew Blaney.
Thank you very much, Kenny. So there's loads of comments coming in for Teresa and Fergal's film, but I'm going to go to the comments before that for JVP's first self-reflections in the time of COVID. Patrick says, JVP dog, the context I'm not sure, but it was funny. Sarah, I could use a hug from JVP's dog. I concur. Camilla, love it. Sarah, she is adorable. Patrick, how do they provide for his emotional needs?
For John's emotional needs?
Yeah, I guess so, because the dog is a girl, right?
Yeah, dog's a girl, correct. I've put my foot into that one, and I can confirm that JVP's dog is a girl.
Eva says, no better combo than a dog, books, and a little bit of whiskey. Theodora says, lovely doggo. Aaron, well done everyone. When's the next Little Cinema?
Well, we have to figure it out when we see when suits the guys from Unbound Media, because they have a lot of work on, and so this is kind of extra work on their plate, and so it'll be based on when suits them. Maybe towards the end of February, but I'm not sure. It might be into March, end of February, but we will post on social media when we know when it'll be. That's if it'll be, because if we can't do it, we can't do it, So we'll just watch the space.
Yeah, and Jerry says, well done everyone, it's become a real comfort to watch these streams. Patrick says, hashtag survive pandemic, and just going to go over to Teresa and Fergal's comments because they're still coming in here. 1 second. So Fergal is in the comments actually now. Go on the lad, says Aaron Donahue. Patrick Kelly, great interview. Teresa Lavinia. Sarah, love that quote. It's not about the time, it's about getting across. Michael Patrick Breen says amazing, remarkable story, says Patrick Kelly. Aaron Donahue, so good. Fergal Mahden asks, anyone want to come swimming? I'll pass. Ryan says absolutely delightful. What an inspirational, fantastic little documentary. JVP says, Teresa, always great work and an amazing, inspiring story. Thank you. Christine, so inspiring. Eva, wow, that's so impressive. Kate Little, so proud. Fergalicious. Teresa says 25th of February, which I presume is the Shot by the Sea. And yeah, back to Kenny in the studio, if I may.
Thank you very much, Matthew. I appreciate you handing it back over to me like that, so promptly and so efficiently.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yes, Fergal Madden, who did the swimming, well done. Fair play to you. What you did is incredible, and what you're going to do in New York sounds amazing as well. So keep it up. Well done all training. There's no way in the world I would jump in. You jumped out of cold water? No way in the world could I do what you do. So well done. Keep it up. You're an inspiration to a lot of people. And I think now we'll go to can I go to the next filmmaker now, Matthew? Because you kicked up such a fuss the last time that you had to read those comments.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Our next filmmaker is a regular Little Cinema filmmaker, and I love his brand of comedy. So please welcome to the stream, Kevin O'Brien.
Hello.
Oh, let me put back in this. Excuse me. Ever the pro. Kevin, how are you?
How are you, Kenny? Not too bad.
Good. Now.
And Matthew.
I need. There's a very exact angle I need to hold this at. Could you speak there?
Hi. How are you doing?
Yeah. Okay.
You hear me?
Where is the angle? There's an angle where I can hear people clearly. There. Okay. There. So thank you for joining us. How are you?
Good. Not too bad. Great.
Now, Kevin, you always leave it to the because you cut it tight. And we always get to film off you maybe an hour before the screening, 2 hours before the screening, which is it's okay because we know you're going to make good stuff and we will get it off you. But today you bit off more than you could chew.
I
Tell
did,
us
yeah.
what happened.
I just I only started filming today, and it was kind of I just there was too much to edit, and when you get all the footage and all the audio into the edit, and then I was just like I was getting somewhere, but I was just like, no, this is not happening. I usually make it, but I just couldn't do it.
Well, you told me kind of a very brief synopsis of the story that you weren't able to finish, and I think it's going to be hilarious. So we'll see that for the next Little Cinema.
Okay, yeah. It's basically, well, the idea was
well, maybe don't give anything away.
Yeah.
We'll keep it because it's very, very funny.
I'll store it away.
Yeah, we won't give any spoilers, but it's going to be very funny.
Yeah,
so tell
I
us,
hope so.
you have got a back catalogue of stuff which you've made one of them for us.
Yeah, because there was a few months. It was a few months before he had this, right? So I think I made like 2, and then when it started, I sent you the kind of pandemic one where I play the 2 housemates, and I had another one, and you said, oh yeah, we'll show this one, the pandemic one. But then I had another one which is kind of it's like a parody or something, kind of Mr. T. I can't remember. I just had Mr. T in my head at the time, and then I had to go to the shop and get bread, and one of those dilemma where you wake up and you look in the fridge or in the cupboard and there's no bread, and then I just put the 2 together, the dilemma of not having bread and Mr. T kind of, he had 1 or 2 rap songs or a pop song, Treat Your Mother Right, remember that? The Mr. T song?
I don't remember that song. I remember Mr. T clearly, but I don't remember that song, no.
Yeah, he had a cheesy song called Treat Your Mother Right, and it was just basically telling kids to treat their mother right, and that was in my head. And then so I came up with a song called "Got No Bread," and I'm kind of acting a bit like Mr. T in it. So that's this video. Yeah.
I love the sound of this, and this is my first time watching it as well. So I'll be looking forward to watching this. But I appreciate, even though you didn't get the film finished, I appreciate the effort you went to try and get it finished. But
yeah, you're welcome.
Even though you didn't, this is called
No Bread, or
No
Got
Bread.
No Bread.
Got No Bread. Okay,
Yeah.
Got No Bread by Kevin O'Brien. Take it away, Kevin. Thank you very much.
Cool. Thanks a lot. See you.
Thank you.
I wake in the morning and I got no bread. I look around my cupboard, proceed to slap my head. Damn, damn, damn. I decide to head on down to the local store. Who knows what they'll have? Some good ass bread, that's what. Ooh, decisions, the variety. I think I'll go for some old school brown. Ashling's Bakery for all your brown bread needs. Content with my purchase, I head on home. The weather's not too bad and the flowers are blooming. Not long now, bread, we'll be home soon. Does life get better than this? I walk to my door that I know so well, and I put my key in the little hole. Open sesame. Gonna cut y'all. I'm only one man and the bread has to last, so I put it in the freezer, that'll keep it fast. Keep it long and keep it good, frozen and fresh like wood. For all you bread lovers out there, let this be a lesson to y'all. Keep an eye on your bread supply, don't get caught out like me. Clean up on Bread Bowl 3.
Excellent. I think that we may be in the presence of a comedy genius in Kevin O'Brien. I think that was really good. I could only kind of watch bits of it because I'm connected to the audio, but from the bits I could hear and the bits I could see on screen, that was fantastic. So Kevin, very, very, very good. That was very, very funny. Well done. Keep making more stuff, please. You're very, very funny. And I've said to Kevin I want to collaborate with him on something to bring him down to my level. Let's see. Will we go to the next film? Okay, let's go to the next film. The next film is the last film. And this is a documentary which was submitted to us, which I think is very, very good. It's very powerful and very kind of true to our times. And so I won't say too much about it, but I will welcome onto the stream Michael Heenan to talk about it. Michael, are you there?
Hello.
Oh, look at this. We got a pipe going.
Yeah, you gotta do something in the pandemic. Might as well smoke a pipe.
I need
It's very hard to actually get going.
I love having the pipe. This is who are you? Who's your inspiration for the pipe? Who are you?
I grew a mustache over lockdown, as you do, and then my friend Barra, who submitted loads of films to listen as well, Barra Convery, decided I would look funny with a pipe and bought me one for my birthday. And I got excited when I got the pipe. I was like, oh, I'll smoke this in the Roisin Duff smoking area and look all quirky and cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to be waiting a while for that.
Yeah, you will be. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of what's going through my head is Bill Bailey.
Yeah.
You know, when it's on the show, whenever he makes a joke, he gets the pipe up and sucks from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell us, you made a cool documentary.
Yeah, it's a documentary about homelessness from a different perspective. I think we have one kind of idea about homelessness that is in our kind of collective narrative that isn't really reflective of the many different kinds of homelessness there are in the world. and that's why I decided to like seek out one of those stories and tell that. It's made a part of my film degree in GMIT. I'm in my final year. Donald Haughey, the lecturer, has been like a huge influence on me making documentaries. So I thought I'd thank him for this. And also, I shot on an old camera that Daniel Keane, who's also submitted a lot of cinema stuff, gave me. Or I bought from him. So I'd like to thank him as well.
Well, I think when I watched it the first time, like, it was very, very good, because it's not like shoving anything in your face. It's just going, this is what real life is, and yada yada yada. I think it was very, very good. I thought the way you delivered it, the way you shot it, was very, very good. It got the point across very well.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was going for.
And I know it's going to change tone a bit, but I have to say your moustache is fantastic. It's so good.
Thank you.
And I'm speaking as a man who can't grow. I've tried to grow a beard and moustache.
You can if you believe in yourself. I didn't think I could either, but then I had nowhere to go for a few months, so I just let it grow.
Well, it's fantastic, and so that the pipe, thumbs up, 2 thumbs up.
Cheers.
So tell us, before we go to the film, what is the name of the film?
It's called Rough Notes.
Rough Notes, excellent. So Rough Notes by Michael Heenan. Michael, great job on it. Thank you for joining us.
Cheers. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Enjoy, everyone.
So my idea of like the busy metropolitan, like, I don't know, it's like oyster for me to go and exploit, was like, it was real exciting. There was the idea that I was making something of myself, and there was like, I was on a fast track to being an adult and being a successful person. I don't know. Myself, I moved to digs, like on the outskirts, and it was stupid expensive. I was working a horrible job, and I was doing college, so I was like losing 700 quid a month, and was going door to door working for a charity, and also doing full-time college at the same time. So I was getting up at 7 in the morning, and I was coming home at like 11 at night, and I was like, look at this cool busy lifestyle. I am living my best life. There's something real unnatural about dig setups, I think. You are essentially like a hanger-on in this family, and you feel kind of parasitic almost. So I wanted out immediately, because I wasn't allowed to cook for myself. I had this tiny attic room, and it was just super uncomfortable. There was a lot of stubbornness to it, and there was a lot of pride. Yeah, we had looked at this place, and then 2 days before we were supposed to move there, the landlord who was dealing with us dropped off the face of the earth. We couldn't get in contact with him. He wouldn't answer his phone. He wouldn't answer texts. It was strange because we hadn't given over any money at this stage, so it wasn't like we were being scammed. It was like someone had almost sort of like pranked us more than anything. So I didn't have anywhere to go. There was a little park that I went to on the weekends in that little commuter town, and all I had in the world was a little suitcase and a duvet that was tied around the top of it. So I hid in there until it got properly dark, and then I sort of set myself up for the evening. So it was just, I was against a tree in a little secluded bit of the park, like back to the tree, and just like sat there. I was like, okay, well, now we sleep. I don't think I did anything more than blink. I was incredibly anxious that someone would find me and would ask what I was doing. I was incredibly afraid that someone would go, why are you sleeping out here? And I would have to explain that it was because I was very prideful. And by coincidence I happened to meet someone who's on my course, and I was like, hey, you want to get a coffee? And they were like, yeah, sure. Because I was still very much in like friend making mode. And being a perceptive dude, the guy asked, why are you carrying a duvet around with you? And I was like, because I slept outside last night.
We're back in the room. That was fantastic. That was a documentary by Michael Heenan, and it just shows how close to homelessness or how close to poverty people can be when they're living kind of regular lives. So that was a great documentary. Very good job, Michael. Well done, and make more. Send them in to us. We might go to our comments correspondent, Matthew Blaney, in the comments correspondent area.
Thank you, Kenny. Yeah, so going back to the film before, JVP says, cut me a slice of that, Kevin. Sarah says, now available across all streaming platforms, right, Kev? And then Kevin says,
Was that in response to me or response to Sarah or to me?
To Sarah's.
Okay, yeah.
Camilla, I'm presuming, Camilla says, hilarious, great job, Kevin. Eva, she loafed out loud.
Eva, that is a top pun. Great job.
Patrick, those dance moves. And just coming over to the comments that are coming in now. For Michael's film, Patrick Kelly says, Black Adder, go forth, Tash.
Yes, it is very Blackadder-ish from Go Forth.
Camilla, really good, well done. Sarah, thank you for that. Put a lot into perspective. Kevin O'Brien, well, really good, nicely put together. John Vonta's painting a powerful little documentary. Bright Blue Productions, great job, Michael. Mary Flood, loved it. Patrick Kelly, amazing film. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, good job.
So I think overall tonight, great job. Well done to all the filmmakers. Thank you all very much for sending the films into us and for putting so much effort into them. I think there's a lot of great stuff getting made in Galway and further afield at the moment in Ireland. So thank you all very much for making the films. Thank you to all our viewers who have been watching along with us. I want to say thank you so much to the team. Matthew Blaney here. We had Ray Grady making a couple of appearances. He was telling us everything is okay. Everything is still okay. Nigel Bryan said everything is still okay, and everything is still okay. So Ray Grady, Adrian Conway, Finta Gertie, and Dave O'Malley, thank you all very, very much. This wouldn't be happening without them. And this can only happen. This can only go on for so long because they have a lot of work on their plate as well, and so. That's why we ask for the contributions to be able to make this possible to happen, because there's only so long we can go before the lads go, you know what, we can't spare resources for this. We have actual jobs we need to do. So that's why we do the whole PayPal link thing, because it can only go for so long. We'll see. We enjoy it at the moment, you know, but there is the reality that we can only go for so long or do so much.
They're hungry.
What?
They're hungry.
They're hungry. You can hear it. I can actually hear their bellies rumbling from here. Yeah. So thank you to the team so much for making this happen from the very start back in April when Adrian said that he'd help do it, and him and Ray came on board. I could hear Ray say thank you very much. Well, you're welcome. They came on board to make it happen. So thank you all very much. All the reviewers, thank you very much. We appreciate you. And if you enjoy it, tell your friends, tell them to watch. And watch the next time and spread the word and see if we can get more people watching and have a bit more crack. So that's it from us. Have a great week in the week coming up. Stay safe. Don't do anything silly. There's a lot of people doing silly stuff out there at the moment, which is spreading COVID and making life difficult for other people. So just stay safe, be sensible, and look after each other. And we'll see you again soon, hopefully. Bye-bye. Thank you. Good night.
See ya.